Welcome back to AV Veterans Talk. We're continuing our conversation with this week's guest, John Fergione. Thunderbirds, they usually perform, they're the last program of the day.
That is correct.
That no matter what air show you go to and stuff, they are always the, once again, the exclamation mark.
That's correct.
On the air show. And they usually, don't they launch usually around 3 o'clock or so? Obviously, you don't want to miss the rest of the air show, but for people just not familiar with air shows, realizing, no, the Thunderbirds aren't going to fly at 12 o'clock, stuff. It's at 3 o'clock, correct?
They'll be flying mid-afternoon.
Air
show schedules are always a little bit fluid.
Yeah.
But they'll be flying mid-afternoon, doing some of the prettiest precision formation flying that can be seen, and doing some high-performance maneuvers as well.
I think this year the Thunderbirds will be highlighted by the fact we'll probably have the best poppy flower, and that is a backdrop to the Thunderbirds. It doesn't get any better than that, right? And only in the Antelope Valley.
We can only hope.
We can only hope. Okay, they're coming. I know they're coming. So, one thing when people come to the air show, and this is usually something that people, it's hard for them because they want to bring everything in the kitchen sink.
Exactly.
So what can people bring to the air show without creating havoc for themselves? Because Lord only knows when you're going through, after 9/11, we have our safety barrier that we have. That's and correct. Bags and things have to be checked, and you want to go through there as quickly and easily as you can to help the flow of the crowd. What can people bring, and what should people just leave at home? So,
okay, I'll go through some of those.
Okay.
There is the full listing. If you go to the air show homepage, that's LA County Air Show, oneword.com. There's an event information tab. And under that tab, you'll see a tab for permitted and prohibited items. Please read that before you come.
Okay.
However, just to go through some things, you'll want to bring sunscreen.
Correct. Yeah.
You'll want to bring a camera. Comfortable shoes.
Yes.
You'll be on asphalt and cement all day, so comfortable shoes. Bring a hat. Bring sunglasses. Bring a lawn chair. Bring blankets. Earplugs are optional, certainly recommended for small children.
Nice.
Bring cash. Although ATM machines will be available, some of the concessions do not accept ATM or debit cards.
Right.
Things not to bring: don't bring a cooler. However, small coolers for either life-saving medicines or people with dietary restrictions will be allowed.
Right. That's very important. That was a little bit of an issue last year, and people don't realize people they're on specific diets.
That's correct.
And we try to, or the air show, we usually try to keep people from bringing in, food and all that, trying to get that through those gates and stuff sometimes is a heartache. But some people do have those dietary restrictions that they have to have.
That's correct, and we'll make allowances for them.
Right, absolutely. So
don't bring pets. Don't bring your pets.
That's very important.
ADA compliant service animals are permitted.
Correct.
But there is a complete list of all of the items. And rather than go through all of the do's and don'ts, those are some guidelines. We want you to come and have fun.
Yes.
But we also want to make sure that you don't take up so much room with all of the things you want to load up.
Right. Yeah.
That it restricts other people from enjoying the show as well.
Yeah.
So remember the permitted, prohibited tab on the LA County homepage under event information.
Right. And I always make a recommendation to people when they come that when you're going through the checking in and going through the bag checks, you become part of the air show team. And when you work with those people checking your bags, work with them. Don't work against them. Stuff. Let's make it flow, and everybody has a good experience and things like that. It does sometimes when you're waiting in line. Kids are antsy to get inside there, but just work with those volunteers. And I use the word volunteers, which means they're not getting paid. They're doing it there because of love of community and love of the air show and wanting to share with the community. So once again, when you go through there, make sure that be a part of the team, be a part of the air show team.
Yes, please do, and understand that those volunteers are taking direction.
Absolutely.
These are policies established by the Air Show Board of Directors, and all they're doing is seeing to it that the policies are fair and equal across the board.
Amen.
Of course, I am the complaint department, and I'm easily accessible.
Right.
If there is an issue, I'll get involved if I need to, but we're really trying to make this a people and business friendly air show.
Absolutely. I'm Bob Alvis, and thanks for joining us for this segment of AV Veterans Talk.